Hey guys, so today I want to come and talk about my experience shooting with the Nikon 28-400mm lens. The last couple of weeks I have been shooting with this lens here, the Nikon 24-400mm lens. It is a ginormous lens, but not that big when you think about it in comparison to some of the other lenses on the market. This is a 14 times zoom lens from f4 to 8 variable aperture. It gives me wide angle 28 all the way up to super telephoto 400, and when you've got it in your crop sensor mode, well, you get even further reach. I'll tell you a story. So recently I was shooting on assignment, an interview, and I was in a very, very tight space. I didn't have the luxury of having my 20mm f1.8. I luckily had the 28 here though, and the ability to still frame the interview quite nicely at around that 28-30mm mark. There are other lenses that are faster, but it doesn't give you the extreme flexibility. Say you're in an auditorium, which I recently was in Turkey, and I wanted to get a contextual shot of the audience and everyone, but I also wanted to get frame real close and get back to the speaker. This lens allowed me to do that because of that 400mm mark. So it's an incredibly versatile lens, and one that I take with me when I'm traveling and when I'm on photo assignment for a client. There are still a need for the primes, the fast primes, and the 40mm f2, which I'm recording with now, is actually a fast prime that I use for a lot of video interview type pieces with the Nikon Z6 III and the Nikon ZF. But if you want an all-in-one super telephoto, 14 times reach, I can't emphasize that enough, then this lens, I reckon you should go check it out. Get to the Nikon studio, go down there, rent it if you can, because I can rent it in Singapore. Try it out in the studio on camera bodies, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. There is a 24-200, which is also incredibly versatile, but you don't get 400, and for me, the 400 is what I needed. There is also a 24-120 f4, which is a bit faster, and it's a constant f4 aperture all the way through. It's incredibly beautiful and sharp, but 24-120, yeah, it's kind of good, but I really want the versatility of this. The other thing that I am finding I shoot a lot with is the 50-1.4, the brand new one, is actually really quite nice, and I'm liking to look at that lens as well. The clinical sharpness and character and all those different terms that people use to characterize these lenses are very subjective, and I suggest that you try them out for yourself. I would argue that the Nikon Z 40mm f2 that I'm recording with right now has also character because it's slightly softer, especially when I'm recording this at f2 wide open. So anyway, here's a whole gallery full of images that I've been shooting with this lens combo, specifically the Nikon ZF and the 28-400. And you can just see there's a quite versatile lens, and it's very, very sharp. I'm very impressed. If you're looking for a super ultimate wide telephoto all-in-one lens, then I think you should consider this. Do try it before you buy, because the best is to go out and try it for yourself. Keep creating. Hope that helps. Cheers.